All right, welcome back. I'm Dominique Prosper, and I'm so glad that you joined me for this video. Our topic today is how to make money and how much money can you make as a course creator inside of 12 months. So welcome, and here we go. So how much money can you make as a course creator inside of 12 months? There's really no ceiling, and that's the first point I want to make. There is no ceiling. It's not how much you can make as a course creator in a year, it's that you can make whatever you want to make inside of a year as a course creator. So how about that? That is point number one. There is no ceiling, so there's no cap or there's no amount that it's almost like a blank check. There's no one who can tell you what you can make. It can be whatever it is that you want to make. So let me give you some background about me. As a course creator, the first year that I created a course with another teacher, I made about $3,000 inside of that year, about under $3,000 inside of that year. Why? Because my course started in July of that year, and we had students in that program till the end of the year. And with that program, along with digital products that I was selling, I made about $3,000, about $2,700. Okay, so that was what I made inside the first year of my course creation, program and business. All right, that is because I created a course that was 12 weeks. I enrolled 2 students right away. I continued promoting it on social media, and I was able to collect about that much in the first year. Actually, I astounded my kids, because I said that year to my kids, I'm going to make money online. And it was like a wait and see. They didn't discourage me or anything like that, but it was like, prove it to me, or, we'll watch you do it, right? And I did it. Now, the reason why I brought up my kids is because you would think, they're, I don't know what they are, Gen Xers, and this is their domain, the online world is their domain. And for somebody like me, who's been a career teacher in the classroom, everything is paper pencil. I started teaching before we had fax machines and computers like we have today. It was definitely something that I had to overcome, right? So I, for sure, am grateful that I was able to take my knowledge, put it on the internet, and make money from it online. I didn't have to go to a job. I didn't have to have somebody write me a check. I didn't have to just climb a mountain and swim, a body of water to make this money. It was my intellectual property, and I was able to sell it. So that's the message here. How much can you make? There's no ceiling. There is absolutely no ceiling. All right, so what can help you sell your products online? Let me give you a couple of those. Okay, what can help you sell your products online? Okay, the first thing I would like to share with you that would help is to make sure that you are clearly selling what you have. You can teach and create awareness for free, but when it comes to implementation, that you should be charging for. Absolutely, you should be charging for that. And there should be an upfront, this is what it is, and this is how much it costs if someone is interested in the investment side of it. So it should be upfront. There should be a clear distinction between how you get people aware of it, and then what it costs as an investment for them to participate. Okay, that should be very, very clear. Also, if you're going to have a team selling for you, if you have a sales team, they should clearly be able to show how the content of your program creates a transformation. It shouldn't be that you are a generalist. No, you are, in the eyes of the prospect, because from a lead to a prospect, they're looking into getting started. They should see that they need what you have. They need this program, and in order to get the program, there has to be an investment, and that's what your sales team should be able to pinpoint and link for them. That without this program, whatever the transformation is not going to happen, because on the free side of things, it's the what it is, but it's not the how to get it done. It's not the implementation side. Okay, so that is first and foremost. Now, the second thing I would like to share with you, besides the upfront opportunity of it that's for sale, is you should have a step-by-step method for them to go from awareness to attention to prospect or becoming a client. There should be a step-by-step situation, which you might call a funnel, or you might call a roadmap or a journey that your audience goes through in order to get involved with your content. That should be spelled out. That should be clear to your sales team. It should be clear to your audience as well. They should not be stumbling upon you and continue to stumble upon you, and they don't know how it works. Okay, they should see that there is an upgraded opportunity. There is a higher level of opportunity, a higher level of investment, and a higher level of transformation that can happen the more they get involved with your content. They should clearly see that. All right, so make sure that you have those steps in order so that they can say to themselves, okay, if I dive in, I'll get XYZ. If I don't, I'm going to be on the general information side of things, with some questions and answers, some frequently asked questions, but it's not going to help me. It's not going to get rid of this pain that I have. In order to get rid of the pain, I have to sign up. Okay, they should clearly see that. All right. The next item that I want to share with you is they should clearly see the cost of not getting involved. They should see the cost. They should clearly have a gap that they can fill with your program, and if not, the cost of inaction should be very clear to them. And sometimes it's from the content to the prospect stage where they get on a phone call with you that you can really pinpoint that, but they should definitely see that there is a difference between if I stay on this side of the fence where I'm getting this general information versus what if I don't take advantage of this opportunity, what's going to be the cost, continued pain, continued procrastination. Okay, so they should clearly get the message that if they don't get involved, there will be a cost, and what that cost will be, it depends on how they feel about it. Okay, they should also get some idea of who you've been working with. Now, make sure that you are showing them who you've been working with. Maybe you have a social media page, which works very, very well. Okay, you can also have a website, but for sure, what you do on social media probably counts more, because hopefully you're showing up, you're omnipresent all over social media, and they should be able to stumble upon you talking or promoting or sharing what you're up to and who's working with you. All right. And they should get more of a behind the scenes, your lifestyle, how you get your clients up and running, whatever it is that you're doing. They should be so familiar with you that they can tell you about yourself when they're on a call with you. And so hopefully, whatever you're up to, they should see that on social media. That is a much more telling side of who you are than your website, because the website, it has a menu, it they just scroll up and down looking at what you have, but it doesn't give them more background on you. So anybody that's really looking at you should be on your social media accounts to see what you're up to, and also the history, because hopefully you didn't just pop up, you know, on social media. You've been there for a while, and so all of that backstory is there for them to dive into. All right, so far I hope that you're picking up what I'm putting down, because how much you make in a year depends on all these factors. Let me tell you, the quickest way to make more money inside of a year as a course creator is to be all over social media promoting what it is that you have. You will go much farther having a social media presence versus shopping your website around, because that website, again, is a menu. It doesn't give backstory. It doesn't give behind the scenes. It doesn't show who you're working with, who you have relationships with, and what you do on a daily basis. It doesn't get them closer to you at all. But if you're on social media, that takes care of that. So that's what you definitely should be doing as far as that goes. And as far as the funnel goes, make sure that they have the opportunity to opt in to one of your programs, or even if they're not ready for a program, but one of your either complimentary items, something in your funnel, so that they can receive communication on a weekly basis from you. That way, now you're starting to create a relationship. So the amount of money that you're going to sell inside of a year, the amount of programs that you're going to sell inside of a year is really dependent on building a strong relationship with your audience. The more you do that, you will have not only program awareness, but also your business awareness, your lifestyle awareness, your reviews awareness, like awareness about all of what it is that you do. And they're going to cross-check you on different platforms to put the whole story together, and it should make sense. There should be continuity across all platforms. Okay, so if I were you, what I would do if when it comes to how much money you can make inside of a year, I would really start building up my social media presence, my content in that area, making sure that you have a clear call to action, that you have something to sell, that you have a clear way for them to start getting involved and opting in, and that you have also, what was my third point? That you have social media presence throughout the internet. And that way you will definitely be top of mind. You will be very much somebody who is being looked at as perhaps an authority, perhaps a resource, and definitely a potential person that they want to interview to see if you're the right fit for them to work with. All right. So I hope that this video helped you. Leave comments, questions below. Send this, share this out. Book a call, whatever you need to do in order to move the needle. And I definitely want you to take the lid off of any idea of amount of money, because there is no ceiling, and I want you to just go for it in terms of building all those relationships that create the cycle of business and revenue in your programs and courses. All right. Thank you for joining me on this video, and see you next time.